Yay, I should now be live and stuff. That's to send this out to people.
I dare say I wouldn't be much of a partner if I didn't support your dreams and ambitions.
I just know that, you know, with your previous partner, even when you did support her dreams and ambitions, she didn't really do anything with it. So I guess I'm saying it from a perspective of, you know, thank you for believing in me. Alright, well, I am sending this out to everyone as per usual. And we will get playing as soon as I have gotten that sorted out and pulled it up on my phone. Definitely thinking of a few more people to send to this time than usual. Honestly, it's been pretty good. It's been pretty fluid. There's a lot of detail. I've played several Harry Potter games in the past, and there's never been a time where, like, Hogwarts has felt more like Hogwarts, except for maybe one of the iterations of Chamber of Secrets. There was, like, 4 or 5 different versions of Chamber of Secrets where, like, they varied dramatically in quality, because they'd have, like, different studios making, like, say, the PC version versus the PS2 version, etc., etc., etc. But I don't remember which one it was, but there was one version of the Chamber of Secrets that was really, really good. And while it was smaller and more contained, the parts that there were of it felt very alive. But other than exactly that, Hogwarts Legacy feels probably the most, like, flexible and alive out of really any of them, so definitely have some strong opinions. I am gonna go ahead and pull this up on my phone with the stream itself so that I can see you guys talk while I play. and then I will get to playing. As far as the combat, it feels fluid and versatile enough, and there's enough skill expression in it that you can pull off some things that maybe you probably weren't supposed to, which is nice. Usual place. And here we go. Oh, the controller turned itself off. Much better. In case you weren't aware, like, I don't think I've seen you actually in the streams yet, Potet. So in case you were not aware, at least when I'm doing live streams and the like, I use a controller. Generally speaking, when I'm playing games, I do keyboard and mouse.
Who do you think will fall from their broom first?
It's a little bit different. It's a little bit different, but yeah. Since I'm currently looking at the stream itself, I'm able to see that I'm looking a little cockeyed away from the camera without really meaning to. So I'm able to reposition myself just a little bit.
Everybody grab a broom and we shall get started. Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class.
Welcome.
Hello. The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely, as broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation. This, I fear, some of you have forgotten. Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu.
Boo!
Not a fan, I take it? Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up! Thank you. Now, your turn.
Up!
Up!
Up, you stupid ratty school broom!
Stupid ratty school broom, huh?
Up! One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off.
Interesting.
And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once. Good. Now, for your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard.
Oh,
Do
geez,
take
what is
care.
this, Superman
The brooms
64?
are
You're gonna make
school
us fly
property.
through rings?
I want them returned in one piece.
This is brilliant!
Nice balance. Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we? This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
What have you?
Hello. Nice day for a flight.
Good, I've got this.
I am doing the things. Let's go.
Oh, the old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as a first year. Whoa, our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance once in a while.
Fun stuff. Only because of the novelty and mysticism. If I have to fly through rings like
This
this
is rather fun.
consistently, I'll be kind of annoyed.
Oh, well done!
This is a
Have a
challenge
moment.
as old as 3D gaming, I'll tell you what.
I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't properly met. I'm Everett Clopton. Am I right in suspecting that a Slytherin like you might be interested in making an escape from class?
Generally... Generally not, because these are interesting classes, but sure, why not? I'm curious where he's going with it. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna keep Slytherin out of trouble for right now. I'm trying to win this House Cup thing.
Kagawa seems strict. I wouldn't want to get into trouble.
Kagawa won't even notice. Besides, a bird doesn't learn how to fly by staying in the nest. Follow me. The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as ever. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today.
Oh, good grief. I didn't have a choice in the first place.
Nice to get above it all, isn't it? Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Now that's more like it.
You sure you're not part hippogriff?
Part hippogriff.
There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And the owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
Seems no matter how fast I fly,
That's
this guy will
Kagawa's
always be
whistle.
ahead.
This concludes our tour. Let's hurry back. Looks like she's already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms. Dismount here.
And where have you two been?
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I'm disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom, the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day.
I tried to say no. The game didn't let me.
As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa, but you have to admit, those views were worth it.
Not really.
Perhaps. But we did get in trouble, and Kagawa could hold it against us.
Rotten luck, that. I didn't think she'd see us. But it's no matter. You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I'll have to purchase a broom then.
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
Rusty old school broom, they say.
I do like Madame Kagawa. She's been tutoring me after class. Although she is very strict when it comes to broom safety.
I wish I could afford my own broom instead of using my brother's hand-me-downs.
About our library venture. How did you fare? If you're keen for some illicit spell practice, meet me outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. I know a discreet place near there.
I'm wealthy enough one day to buy every broom model at Spintwitches.
Good day to you. I require assistance with a delivery and thought you might be interested. Please visit me at J. Pippin's Potions if you'd like to earn a few coins.
Madame Kugawa, about what happened in class.
No need to discuss it further. Losing points for Slytherin should serve as a deterrent against future escapades. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that I teach you a few additional spells, so please keep an eye out for an owl from me. You're also welcome to drop by any time with questions.
Please meet me in the 7th floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
I'd like to see your parents.
Goodness. I hate fake choice in games.
Professor Howland's going to quiz us on rare water beasts next week. Can't wait to tell her I actually saw a Kelpian island over the summer. Every time I'm there, everyone falls asleep. I don't think that's what a common room is for.
Ah, some stutters today, I see. I have heard that the ray tracing in this game in particular is quite bugged. It not only makes things worse in terms of performance, like you'd expect ray tracing to, but it doesn't even work the way it's quite really supposed to. So that's interesting, and maybe something I might turn off just for the frames. And then I wouldn't have to worry about the DLSS either. I don't mind playing at like 60 FPS, but I do mind playing at 60 FPS where it drops. Like if it's gonna be hitching to like what feels like 20 sometimes, even if it's for an instant or two, I'm still not a fan of that, you know?
Hogsmeade is the only rule wizarding village I know.
Speaking of all this talk about Hogsmeade, I might actually want to look into it. Oh, it's this section again. Let's see if we can do anything about a broom just yet. Or if not, how far along we have to be before we can. Solve this now. let's see what I gotta do here. You guys are really shy today. Nobody's really talking to me all that much. Is everyone busy?
In my opinion, detonation is a load of rubbish.
Those books are flying over that guy's head. That must be convenient to not have to carry them.
This place has seen better days.
My sister organised it.
Quite the waypoint, isn't it? Our character must be very in shape to be able to maintain running this long. She doesn't even appear to be out of breath. Wish I could do that in person.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Hengist of Woodcock.
Ah, new face. Wonderful.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare yew-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows. Wind Wisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
Good to know.
Do you mind sharing more about your brooms?
I have a passion for them. Every detail of every model. Take Wind Wisps, well known for their quality ash handles. Yew weavers are rare because some fear flying them, likely to do with the yew wand's darker reputation. Then you have the Ember Dash, known for its handsome appearance. Working with brooms every day makes me practically giddy. It's one of many reasons I cherish running this shop.
You said disrupted trade routes caused you to close Spintwitches.
Terrible it's been. Trade routes reported as unusable. Evidently criminals are overtaking roads, threatening hamlets. I can fly safely almost anywhere, but you try flying with an inventory of brooms on your back. No easy feat. Right then, back to work. If a particular broom takes your fancy, just let me know.
Sounds quite the array of brooms. I'll have a look around, thank you.
What are we looking for today?
Perfect broom for those with a fiery temperament. Sounds like Rhea. Hogwarts house broom, huh? So what? That would
That
just be
item
like
is of
a
the highest quality.
Slytherin broom. Yeah. Moon trimmer broom. Finely crafted from ash, built for stability.
That item is of the highest quality.
Wind wisp broom. Stylish broom with a
That
light
item is of the
touch.
highest quality.
Yes, yes, all your items are of the highest quality, apparently. You weaver. A comfortable and speedy broom with a unique
That item is of the
woven
highest
design.
quality.
That's what the teacher was just using.
That item is of the highest quality.
The Ember Dash definitely looks nicest. Am I able to do anything about the color?
That item is of the highest quality.
The colors certainly bother me. This does kind of match, you know, at least a little bit of the appearance of my wand. Though the wood is different.
That item is of the highest quality.
The Ember Dash would be really nice if it wasn't for that weird spinny thing in the front. Reminds me a little bit of the Firebolt
that item is
from
of
the
the
movies.
highest quality. That item is of the highest quality.
I don't know, guys. What do you think? You Weaver or Ember Dash? We got the Ember Dash here. The U Weaver is the one with the little corked appearance. The other ones just kind of look tacky to me. Any votes on any of them? It appears not.
That item is of the highest quality.
I also kind of don't like the little wrap here at the end. But I figure that's probably customizable. Well, we're getting into dark arts and we are a Slytherin. We'll go with the U one for lore reasons for now. Or at least we're planning on getting into the dark arts, I should say.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Thanks for stopping by. Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements?
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
Why do you need me to report to you on this broom flight?
I did try to get Imelda to help, but she has some flying habits and quirks that made her difficult to collaborate with. I need a flyer with no bad habits and the knack for flying. Your classmate Everett said you're a natural on a broom. He's forever in here studying the newest models, almost as passionate about brooms as I am. If your rumoured talent for flying can help you beat Imelda's times, then having you assess the broom will be invaluable.
Sounds good to me.
How long have you had a passion for brooms?
Since the moment I saw my first Quidditch match, seeing flyers manoeuvre the way they do. Oh, some people continue to have their doubts about me and my ideas. I hope that won't dissuade you from helping. I know I'm onto something.
That sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price. The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
Sounds good to me. Whoa, frame rate just tanked.
Can't help but admire Mr. Weekes' enthusiasm.
Alright, that... Frame rates like that are not what I would consider playable. Even if it's just a one-off dip. Maybe I can turn off ray traced ambient occlusion and start there. I'm not huge on ambient occlusion anyway. It always seems to tank frame rates. And it never actually seems to help visuals that much. It's kind of like what Bloom used to be, I feel. Where it's kind of flashy and whatnot, but it doesn't actually seem to help. So, I don't know. I kind of want to remove film grain, too. I can't imagine that looking very good. Yeah, I know it's meant to be like an older timeline, and that probably, like, gives you more of that feeling. But I would rather have the visual clarity. Yeah, immediately that even looks better, and that's even with the ray tracing off. Like for one of the ray tracing settings off. Anyway.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Now, how does one actually, you know, get on my broom? It looks a lot better here than it did in the shop, that's for sure. Maybe that's again due to some changes with the settings. So I can see the broom here. Doesn't seem to be a place for me to immediately access it. There we go. Okay, that makes sense. Aha! Look at that, everyone! Yeah, that broom looks a lot better than I thought it was going to. I'm also quite pleased with the decision to turn off the film grain. There does appear to be at least some level of motion blur I could turn off too. I think I had initially turned that off. But we'll see. Because some effects, like, it's nice that they're able to do it, and, you know, it does, like, look kind of flashy and, like, separate certain actions from others and all that fun stuff. But it doesn't seem to actually, like, help that much. Motion blur's off. Yeah, I wonder. I guess that's just an added effect that is just natural on the brooms because of how fast you're going. I can live with that. I guess it'd be stranger if it wasn't there.
If it isn't Slytherin's newest broom talent.
Hello, Melda. Albie Weeks sent me.
Did he now? Still tinkering with his broom upgrade, no doubt. I tried to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. The nerve. Why is he roping you into his broom testing silliness? You've barely started flying from what I know. Caught wind of you showing off in flying class with Clopton.
I don't know what people have said, but I certainly wasn't showing off.
Tell that to the rest of the school. But it doesn't matter. Everyone knows that class is only for beginners, troublemakers, and bumbling baboons. But for some reason, now people think you're competition. Ugh, I can't be having that.
Perhaps I am competition.
You can't be what passes for Slytherin these days. Pfft, ragged old hat's dropping its standards. Enough of this. Only one way to find out who's the better
Ragged
flyer.
old hat's
I hold one of
dropping
the
its
fastest times in this
standards.
course. Let's see if you can beat it. Slytherin versus Slytherin.
Okay.
Can you tell me more about these courses?
Stalling, 5th year. Fine, I'll humour you. This course demands focus. Requires you to anticipate speed and height before every turn. The others test stamina. 3 courses in all, built ages ago by former students. Since Black cancelled Quidditch, it was these courses or nothing. I made them popular again. Got the whole school hungry to compete. So, let's see what you've got, 5th year.
Actually, why not? I can beat your record.
I'm so looking forward to seeing you lose.
Shit. Putting a lot of pressure on me, game.
This is rather fun.
Oh ho ho ho, okay. Whoa! It's a bit fast. Control's a bit tough. This is fun. I love it. Oh, shit.
Made it!
Speed is nice, but accuracy is also very important.
This is rather fun.
I gotta know when to let the broom breathe, you know?
Excellent.
My. Missing rings is quite the penalty.
That's not... You must have cheated, you... Ugh! Fine. You won. Don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single trial.
Surely my win means something.
You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
Good grief. I could be that person and say I don't want her respect. But, whatever.
Challenge accepted, then.
Perhaps you have what it takes after all. We shall see. But don't get your hopes up. The next course near Irondale offers a much tougher challenge. You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium, where the leaderboard is. You can check your time and start the race. We'll see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke. Whilst on an errand for Albie Weeks.
Goodness. They fly now? Well, yeah.
I suspect Mr. Weeks will be glad to hear how I fared.
So this is other people, huh? Noted.
Revelio.
Interesting. I forget which button I'm supposed to use in order to bring this broom thing out. I do know that once I've hit the right thing, it'll bring up sort of a wheel. There we are. Can't enter while mounted. How inconvenient. It's getting quite late. I unlocked my mount. Yeah.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Oh, you're back! With something to report, I hope?
Mr. Weeks, I was able to set a record on my broom.
Incredible! Miss Ray's must have been shocked. Tell me, how was the broom?
A little turbulent and is wanting for a bit of speed, but it fared well enough. I will say that it tended to drift a bit to the left on certain turns. Heard a slight swoosh when I dipped.
Oh, thank you. That's precisely what I needed to know. Drifted, eh? I shall get to work immediately. Even the naysayers will be forced to admit that my work's had potential all along.
Why would anyone doubt your ability to upgrade brooms?
No, you'd be surprised. People get set in their ways, worry that fiddling with what's working fine will somehow ruin it. Those people don't appreciate the sense of freedom that comes with quality broom flight, nor do they appreciate all that's involved in the creative process. I have a friend in Rome runs a shop like mine. Says it's worse there. Of course, they do nap in the afternoons from what I hear. And where would we be without enhancements? I mean, if Elliot Smethwick had let the naysayers get to him, we would never have had the cushioning charm. I don't listen to them.
I'm excited to hear more.
I have a very good feeling about this upgrade. I guarantee you'll be pleased. Expect to hear from me soon.
Good to know.
How to address the issue of altitude as it relates to speed.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
It's getting rather late. Glad the game doesn't have a working curfew system, because if it did, I would probably be losing points from Slytherin right now. We ought to go back to the common room. Whoa, what the heck? My game just kind of froze. What's that about? What in the heck? I'm not sure what's happening here. Performance issues with this game are really starting to bother me, though. Wow, OBS needed to reconnect and everything. That's brutal. I heard the PC version of this game had some issues, but goodness. Not only do I have to make compromises with a 4080, but I'm also having issues like that where it's just not even functional. That's crazy. Well, let's first and foremost turn off the thing that I know for a fact has the most issues with the game right now, which is the ray tracing. Let's just completely turn that off. A lot of people are recommending that that just be off regardless. Looks like we have to restart. Regardless of your hardware, regardless of your settings, most people are recommending turning off ray tracing in this game. Which means, for me at least, I'm also going to turn off the DLSS and, you know, the frame generation and all of that fun stuff. Because that is no longer required if I'm not going to be doing that. Still, I don't know how I feel about being forced to make compromises. It's definitely an optimization issue. At least we're running 1440p native now, so the image should look cleaner. And it very much does. I don't understand the people who pretend that, you know, DLSS just doesn't have any noticeable downside and that it's the same as running it native or whatever. It's very clearly not. Like, look at the textures now. Look at that. They pop so much better than they did before. A lot of it was just kind of muddied together and, like, you know, the lighting would kind of obfuscate it a little bit, and it was all just one kind of, like, I don't want to say blob because that would be exaggerating, but everything kind of just blended together, right? It looked very, very meshed. Whereas now, certain textures just separate and pop from others, like they're supposed
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
I would say that without the ray tracing and without the DLSS, versus, you know, with the DLSS but having ray tracing, the without ray tracing and DLSS option actually kind of looks better to my eye. Yep, the gobstones. The gobstones indeed. I mean, I don't mind the ray tracing gimmick. Like, for some games, it does genuinely look gorgeous.
Can you help me?
But if it comes at the cost of resolution, then I just don't think it's worth it. And in this game, with its optimization issues, even at that cost, it's still not enough. You know? That's my opinion, anyway. Alright, time to dabble in the dark arts. Probably not going to win the House Cup doing this, but... oh well.
Professor Weasley?
Oh, no, we went to the Weasley one. I wanted to go to the... whatever.
Somewhere away from prying eyes.
I wanted to go to the one with Sebastian. I guess I clicked the wrong one. Whatever. We can do the dark arts after.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor. What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor?
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you've found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess.
I wonder... I'm guessing Reparo's probably going to do something here.
This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell.
Okay,
You
fair
can
enough.
cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you
Had the right
practice
idea,
the
at
wand
least.
movements first, then you can clear the chairs away.
I just didn't have the right tools.
Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs.
The vanishing spell, huh?
Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf?
enough with the Merlin thing.
Is that... Goodness. My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Well, I am getting really sick of how dark it is, so,
Lumos.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
Lumos. Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder!
Lumos.
No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
just blipping things out of existence, I guess. Defended the room, thought I needed a bath. Cheeky thing. Yeah. I bet.
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? What was that? Lumos. Was that a golden snitch?
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Oh, brooms. Lovely.
Lumos.
More brooms.
I hope that house elf can find us in here. Yikes! Careful!
Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
Interesting.
I don't have anything for this at the moment.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
I'd imagine that with ray tracing, this would look really nice. Like this bit of lighting here. Now there's just a ton of stuff hovering over our heads. Yes, there is. Supposedly, this is the room exactly as I need it.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you. Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
Fascinating. Dig it. I can just put this wherever. Yo, that's sick. It's like making my own customizable room. I'm about it. Let's go.
You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deek will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
Can you tell me a bit more about Deek?
He's been at Hogwarts longer than I have, and seems to know its every nook, cranny, and secret. We discovered this room together when I was a student. Deek has had a good deal of experience, both here at Hogwarts and at a previous post. I shall let Deek tell you more when he's ready, but again, you would be wise to listen to any suggestions he may have.
Can I use this type of transfiguration magic outside of the room?
Conjuring and vanishing are strictly forbidden elsewhere in the castle. We've charms in place to enforce that. It would be exhausting to reverse the errors in both judgment and magic. But the Room of Requirement has its own rules.
I will be sure to speak with Deek if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
Strictly forbidden, you say? Well, that just makes me even more curious. Jeez, I really am a Slytherin.
Deek thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Be so many useful things for it.
I can't believe how many beasts you have here.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
Just lacking, huh? Noted. Well, that's all well and good. I would like to learn some dark arts, thank you. The more powerful and dangerous the magic, the more versatile it likely is. So why wouldn't I want to learn the dark arts? Having more options, more versatility, so to speak, is a big deal.
Over here.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way.
I know, it's a little silly.
There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised. How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone.
Meet Zenobia, then, I guess.
But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
I know Ominous. Met him in our common room. I've noticed he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Of course. Ominous spoke to me about his family when we first met. To say that he has no love lost for them is an understatement.
Glad you understand. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic. But you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here.
Sounds good
It
to
may
me.
take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that a Confringo cast travels... Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
You'll get used to it. That's it!
I think I've got it.
Definitely better than the other fire
Well
spell.
done.
Much better.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. To this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
This is exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Just let me know when, and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. I assume it's to do with what you told me. About the Port Key, and Gringotts, and Ranrock.
Nothing gets past you. And yes, it is. As I'm sure you suspect, there is a bit more to all of this.
I'm listening.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of the secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Well, we're in for it now. We exchanged our dark secrets with one another.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello, Ominous. I was just heading to our common room.
I've recognized that voice. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
Oh my. I mean, I know that Sebastian specifically mentioned this guy, but should I say anything that he had shown me, or should I just BS? Yeah, sure. It's not like me to BS. He's not gonna be happy, but fine.
Actually, Sebastian brought me there, but he made it perfectly clear to keep quiet about it.
That rat! You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster, and I'm not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
Lying's not in my constitution, honestly.
You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft.
Why should I trust you? You just betrayed Sebastian.
It's not a betrayal.
I was trying to defend him. He was clear that this was a secret place and I was to tell no one. He's a good friend.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help.
Jeez, this guy's
Sebastian
a dick.
is going to get an earful about this.
Dude, I want to cast Confringo on this fuck. Ugh. What a piece of shit.
Come and see me as soon as you can. I've returned from a rather unproductive trip to the Ministry, hoping your time has been more fruitful than mine.
Ugh. Oy vey, that was quite an interaction. I would have liked to have covered for Sebastian, but the dude saw me. And Sebastian already mentioned that that guy already knows. There'd be very little point to lying to him. In fact, it might make things even worse.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a lose-lose situation. The guy obviously knows how I found it.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. I received a flurry of messages from Professor Black's house elf, Scrope.
Scrope sent you messages?
Yes, I thought it was odd too. He asked me to meet him and then told me to take the toast.
Why would you want to take toast?
To a cave under the lake. And that's where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
Right? He's like, wait a minute, hold up, what?
Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent.
This is actually quite beautiful.
If only you were here to see this.
My.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal, as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the port key, and of trials you'd created for one who sees traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
Goodness.
Off on another the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you have done that, come and see me.
Complete a few tasks. I don't know about all that.
Revelio.
Goodness.
Lumos.
We haven't seen the light of day in a while. What even is sleep? Who needs it, am I right? I'm getting a good gauge on how to maintain maximum speed. Optimizations. Woohoo!
I should dismount here.
I'm aware.
Over here.
We went to sleep on the ground waiting for Fig. All right then. Gotta go fast indeed.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Goodness, a yawn.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here.
Sounds good to me. I'm not entirely certain if he was supposed to know that.
No sense in announcing
Did I
our
learn it
arrival.
from him or somewhere else? I think I learned that somewhere else. Oh well.
I long for a bacon and mushroom stew.
Quickly now.
Well, one way or the other, he knows we have it. I wonder how the hell he would react if I just randomly used dark
Stay
magic
hidden
right now.
and cast Petrificus Totalis.
Do I even have that? fact that Flipendo is like a first-year spell and I don't even know it is like sad. Yeah, I straight up don't even have the spell he's asking me to use. Is there something else I can use? I mean, I guess that worked. I deadass don't have a spell that is like supposed to be required for this. These can be destroyed, but they can also be sold. Why would I destroy them if I can sell them? The sell value on these things doesn't seem to be they seem to be all that great. Traditional school robe, well, refined school cloak. Yeah, we'll just get rid of this. Destroy the things with weak stats and little to no sell value.
Expelliarmus.
Oh, hello. He used Confringo as well. Alright, I don't have to feel bad about it now. Took a few hits. I'm caught off guard by the fact that he also used that in front of me. What a bad example. Out here teaching me magic you're not supposed to have at Hogwarts. I could just sneak around, but there's no point to doing that.
You ought to cut back on pudding. Mistook you for
I'm a powerhouse, we're fine.
Let's get this over with. You go to
Goblin Slayer, yeah.
Get accustomed to that.
Who needs to sneak when I can just beat the tar out of them? Come on, man. First year cap, huh? What a heckies. Oh, well, that's just a strict upgrade. Well, that just provides me basically little of value. I don't know. Let's destroy this, though. The Gobos won't live very long if they insist on fighting me.
Orders directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
I will draw blood.
I bet, dude. Burn! Love it. Alright. That just does not want to break. They chose this life, yeah. They were dumb enough to fight me. It's not my fault. I ain't about that sneaking life. Or they didn't choose this life. Yeah, they did. They chose to be my enemy. They didn't have to be my enemy. They chose to be my enemy.
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Interesting. Blue solar protection goggles. Okay.
I imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries. Never seen an enchantment last this long.
Welcome to San Bakar's Tower.
Lots of money.
Hello, Professor. Did you say San Bakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Command it to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir.
You flatter me.
I'll see you back in the map chamber.
Then again, you know, I shouldn't be surprised that Fig knows some level of, like, dark magic. Not only by being a professor and whatnot, but also just because, like, the dude's skirting around a lot of rules and encouraging me to do the same. I really shouldn't be surprised at all. He very much seems like the type. Very much seems to be the ends justify the means sort of professor. Oh, excuse me.
I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section.
It's not like he's going around flinging unforgivable curses or anything either. He's just using stuff that they wouldn't teach at Hogwarts. Interesting. I'm mildly unsettled. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it.
Impressive. That must have done something. Best have a look around.
Serious right now?
Revelio.
These gear slots are becoming a major problem. I don't want to lose out on stuff that could have value, but like, yeah, I don't know, whatever. Days. Sleek dueling gloves, you say? They're not particularly strong. But they are worth more than what I dropped for them, so.
More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different.
Wiggenweld. Alright.
Enemies are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time.
Sheesh, okay. I see what it's about. I forget which button to... There we go. What's the matter? Is that all you got? Oh, now he stabs me. Okay. I got a little cozy. But yeah, no, these things are actually pretty easy to deal with if that's the best, like, attack strategies they have. The little throw that one did is actually pretty interesting, though. That could pose a threat, so we're gonna get rid of this one. Oh, they both throw, okay. Holy moly. I tried to block that. The timing is pretty particular if at all possible. Interesting stuff. I love it.
These look familiar.
Definitely a little out of practice with the combat system, though. The gear slots again. Okay. Gonna have to sell off a bunch of stuff after this mission. It's not even a fedora, it's a trilby. Whatever. Those are a little excessive, but whatever. Alright, was that scarf even worth the trouble? I'm not even strong enough to use it yet. Interesting.
What did that burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway.
This is becoming a very major issue. Like, distractingly so. Like, I understand it wants me to do some kind of, like, upgrade thing. But, like, the base level of this is way too low. Like, I'm not very far in the game.
The room changes when I move in and out of the archway. More statues.
Oh, jeez. Okay. That was a very delayed reaction on my part. I knew it was coming, too. It's not supposed to be making it easy on you. It's supposed to be trying you. If it made it easy on you, it would defeat the purpose. There we are. It's probably not the way you were intended to get on top of this, but whatever, I did it. This comes with another problem, though, that it seems to want me to be somewhere else. I don't know where it's wanting me to do the Accio to. Okay, so this is where it's wanting that thing to be.
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides.
Fascinating. Hello? Thank you.
What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway?
We'll just get rid of this silly first year cap thing. I have no real need of it.
Something must be different. I need to see how the room changes when I move in and out of the archway.
I know, game. How stupid are you gonna treat me?
I'll never get used to these floors.
thing this trial is trying the most is my patience.
Now to see what's changed on each side of this archway.
suck a duck, why don't you?
Things are definitely different on either side of the archway. But how?
I'm aware, game. How many times are you going to mention the different sides of the archway? Okay, so I have to actually go through it probably. Not sure who that is or what they're trying to tell me, but hello. I'm hoping I get done with this trial here very soon because I am running critically low on energy. I'm actually starting to feel a bit ill. This is definitely not a case like yesterday where I just can keep continuing on. You're 90% certain it's Lorena? Well, hello then, Lorena. Big if true. Oh, shoot. That's not what I meant to do. That's bad. You need to be able to separate those more. So I need to be able to go off of both of these without actually touching them. Kind of a headache. Yeah, on this side it won't even let me see that. Alright, let's see what this is at least. Ear slots are full. Okay, well, hello. I really do not feel very good. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, and then I'm gonna decide after that if I still have the strength to keep going. I know this is a super strange place to leave this off, especially right by the end of this checkpoint. I might try to get to this checkpoint in particular and see if it ends the trial, but I am about to stop because I do not feel well in the slightest. Let's see, what other spells do I have here? Is there something else I could use to push that back? I know there is a spell like that, but I don't know if I have it. Apparently not. Yeah, Depulso. That's something that exists, and I do not have it. This really feels like the kind of thing that, like, what I would be supposed to be doing is going through here and then using, like, Depulso on one of these. But, like, I can't actually do that, as you can clearly see. I think this is a mystery that might end up getting left unsolved. At least for today. I'm just not feeling well right now, Ray. My mental faculties are likely just not even functional at the minute, to be honest with you. And the lack of those faculties is not helping my case in any conceivable regard. Yeah, there's something right there. But I don't even have the ability to utilize that when I'm on this side. That's annoying. Knowing something is there, but being unable to target it.
Revelio.
That's super not okay. Okay, I have an idea. If I can get this low enough that I can actually, like... that would be great. Seems like this is the best I'm gonna be able to do. Darn it. I'll give it one more attempt. It's kind of what I'm... Oh, good grief. Interesting. Yeah, that was my next thought. Doesn't seem to work very well. you're telling me that even if I can see it, it's not going to continue to do that. What the hell? Exactly how is that fair? But yet I can interact with it and Accio it towards me. And I can stand on it. I just... What the hell? That doesn't make a lick of sense. Yeah, I'm gonna save this for another time. I can't be bothered with this right now. My physical and mental faculties are just shot at the minute, and if I keep trying, I'm only gonna get worse. There exists such a spell, but I do not possess it. That might be part of the problem. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a stream. Thank you for coming out, everyone.